Hey guys! Welcome back to another video. I am Gwen Salmorin, the Millennial Breadwinner, and I empower breadwinners to become generational wealth builders. So don't forget guys to like and subscribe para ma-notify ka rin in my next video, and also join my exclusive Facebook group. It's Generational Wealth Builders, link down below. Whenever I post videos, I usually got the comments na, paano namin gagawin yan? Ito lang yung budget namin. Parang hindi naman ata totoo yan, lalo na yung mga budgeting videos ko. So actually, when you have a money problem, it's not just a money problem. It can be either of two. It can be number one, a budgeting problem or an income problem. I-define muna natin ano ba yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa na yan. So, yung budgeting problem is ibig sabihin you have the money, you have enough money. It's just that hindi na-allocate ng maayos yung pag-spend natin ng money. So, you might be overspending. Number 2 naman, it can be an income problem. Ibig sabihin, no, kahit anong tipid mo, kahit anong tiis mo or pamamaluktot mo para lang magkasya yung kumot, is hindi pa rin kasya yung income mo. Ngayon, this video, it's all about addressing yung income problem. Kung ikaw ay merong budgeting problem, so yun yung gagawin kong next video. So watch my updated 2025 budget para yun yung video na panoorin mo kasi promise mas makaka-help sa iyo. Una, paano ba natin malalaman muna kung ano ba yung problema mo doon sa dalawa? Kung budgeting ba siya or income problem? A typical Filipino, no, in my observation, of course, meron pa rin mga exception to guys, no? Pero I would say, figure is 50,000 pesos. Among all the people that I have coached, ito yung observe ko, 50,000 pesos if single ka, wala kang sinusupport, sarili mo lang, and nagkakaroon ka pa rin ng money problem na nahihirapan ka mag-save, nahihirapan ka mag-invest, and at the same time, may utang ka pa din. The problem is a budgeting one. So, yung next video ko yung panoorin mo. Skip ka na dito. Pero let's say, you are a person na merong sinusupport. You're a breadwinner. Meron kang sinusupport na parents. Or you have your own family and your income is 50,000 pesos. Then, it's not a budgeting problem. It is an income problem. So, kasama dito guys, no, yung 50,000 and below. So, kung 20,000 income mo, may family ka, then continue to watch on this video para din matutunan mo how you will address this income problem. So, this video is all about that. Na-define na natin, no, ano ba yung money problem mo, and it's an income problem nga. So, ano ngayon yung mga gagawin natin para ma-address natin yung income problem mo na yon? Una, alamin muna natin, no, ano ba yung value mo. So, ano ba yung value na yun? Hindi yung value ng buong pagkatao mo, no, pero yung value ng oras mo. So, magkakaroon tayo, no, ng slight workshop. Una, remember or i-total mo, no, lahat ng income mo. So, let's say, kumikita ka nga ng 50,000 per month. And then, ngayon, i-divide mo yan with the total work hours na ginagawa mo para kumita ka ng 50,000 pesos na yun. So, let's say, 50,000 pesos yung total income mo, nagwo-work ka ng 22 days in a month. So, 50,000 divided by 22 days, so mga nasa around 2,300 pesos yan. Ibig sabihin, per day, ang value mo or ang value ng time mo is nasa 2,300 pesos lang. Now, yung 2,300 pesos na yun, i-divide mo with the total hours per day na in-spend mo for you to be able to work. So, let's say, 8 hours yung work mo, travel ka pa papunta, travel pa uwi. So, let's say, mga 10 hours. So, yung 2,300 mo per day, divide mo siya by 10 hours. So, magkano yun? Mga nasa around 230 pesos per day. So now, let me ask you, do you think with all the quality that you can give and with all the effort, kaya mong ibigay, is your time just worth 230 pesos? Of course, wala namang papayag. I don't think na yung buhay mo, yung isang oras ng buhay mo is just worth 230 pesos. Now, na-realize mo na 230 pesos lang pala yung value ng isang oras ko. And actually, nung nag-start akong kong i-apply ito sa life ko. Doon din ako mas naging aware with my purchases. For example, 230 pesos, bibili ako ng Starbucks na may extra, may almond milk and everything. Hala, isang oras ko na pala to na trabaho ko. So ngayon, mas nagiging mindful ako sa pag-i-spend ko. So, try this exercise na para din magulat kayo and ma-realize nyo na ito pala yung value ng time ko right now. So now, kung may income problem ka nga, the goal is pataasin mo yung value ng bawat oras mo. And there are two ways you can do that. So first is asking yourself, is there a way with my current work or current things that I do na pwede pang mas mapataas yung income ko? Whether it's getting promotion or let's say naman if your work or your income is geared towards mga commission or your performance mo. So is there a way you can make more sales with the same amount of time that you are giving? Kasi of course, kung tumaas yun, kung yung 50,000 mo becomes 100,000 divided by 22 hours, divided by 10 hours. So of course, no, mas tataas yung value ng per time mo. And then, number 2 naman, another thing you can do for you to be able to increase the value of your time is tingnan mo on how you are spending your 24 hours. So let's say you have 24 hours. 10 hours with work. So magkano na lang yun? 14. 14 minus 8 kasi of course matutulog ka pa, diba? So ibig sabihin, you still have 6 hours of free time to do the things that you need to do or you want to do for you to be able to increase your income. Ako talaga, nung na-realize ko to, lalo nung mas bata ako, may matanda na ako. Mas tanda ako. Talagang, and stop ko din yung spending time with the things na hindi na mag-a-add ng value, yung mga pagchichismis, going to the places na wala namang, kung wala namang kwenta yung pupuntahan. Tinigil ko yung YouTube, tinigil ko yung mga spending time with the things na hindi nang bibigay sa akin ng income. I stop doing things and start really asking myself, what are the other things I can do with the time that I have? Kasi lalo na pa nagsa-start ka at wala ka pa masyadong skills, ang pinaka-important mo talaga ang resource is time. So find things that you can do with the extra time that you have that can bring in more income. And may nagtatanong sa akin, so ano po ba dapat kong gawin? Mag-business po ba ako? Mag-sideline po ba ako? And ito yung isa sa mga tip, no? Well, of course, may exception pa rin naman sa lahat. Is there a way you can find what you are doing with your 8 to 5 na magawa mo din siya towards other people? So anong ibig sabihin? No? For example, nag-accounting ka ng 8 to 5. Baka meron kang pwede kang part-time job na gawin na can also do accounting. Bakit? Here's another thing you have to consider na as you do things more and more, your skills get developed. So, mas nagkakaroon ka ngayon ng expertise after the years na, mas gumagaling na ako sa accounting kasi aside from having my 8 to 5, ginagawa ko rin siya sa gabi. So, expand that more, no, before going into other ventures. So, yun yung na-observe ko na effective din sa mga clients na kino-coach ko. For example, accounting sila sa umaga, sa gabi may mga part-time din sila, may mga clients din sila. Okay din naman mag-business, of course, if something that you are passionate about. But, tingnan mo lang ulit din yung return nung extra time na ginagawa. So, nag-increase ba ng income or hindi? So, again guys, no, hope this video helped you out to really define ano ba yung money problem mo and help you, no, if yung problem mo talaga it's all about the income problem. And kung budgeting nga again yung problem mo, watch my next video na gagawin ko na I will share my 2025 budgeting tips. So, again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!